Assalamu alaikum, my friends. Ramadan is very, very close by, less than about 24 days. And a lot of people feel happiness and dread all at the same time. Happiness that, Ramadan is coming and there'll be a festive-like atmosphere, and their daily dread is somewhat put to the back of their mind because, oh, look at that. That's a unicorn, right? Look at that. I'm a unicorn. Okay, their daily dread of their daily life is somewhat put on the afterburner because now you have Ramadan, you have people coming over, you have people going to people's houses, you have the community kind of thing going on, and then you have the prayer and getting closer to Allah. A lot of people do, but then they dread that it's going to be gone. In 30 days, Ramadan is over and it's back to the freaking daily grind of life and of reality, you know? So yeah, people feel subconsciously, most people feel happiness and dread at the same time. Because dread that it's going to be like another Ramadan, same as last year, same feelings as last year, go to the same people's homes, eat the same foods, gain probably the same amount of weight, and do the same thing you did last year. And that's what people don't. They dread that nothing's gonna change, and they dread it's gonna come to an end. And it's like when you look forward to arbitrary things in the physical only, and you put all your hopes on it, then you are putting a hope on a future that you create based on your past. See, you have a basket. Everyone has a basket of memories. A basket. Imagine this is my basket of memories, basket of experiences, baskets of responses of life, and I'm making my future based on what is in this basket. There's a lot of fear in there. There's a lot of rotten food that has to be taken out. You cannot expand a basket full of rotten foods. Even if you have one rotten apple, it's going to spread like a virus to the rest of the apples. And you want to expand your basket? Like the dunya, you want to have more things? You want to put more things in the basket? No. What you have to do is you take out the rotten stuff from the basket. And then you'll see that, you already have everything. Okay? So, Ramadan is a special month because a lot of people get together for a common energy to get close to the Creator, but it's the habits that you do in this month that a lot of people don't realize it's putting them in a lower state of health, a lower state of connectiveness. It's like the month ends and since you haven't made your body a vessel to continue on high energy, it can't sustain what you did in that month. But if you developed habits and certain processes and procedures based on your goals of your health, your family life, your spirituality, your business, your legacy, whatever you want, your hobbies, you make a goal that encompasses all that stuff: health, mindset, family. Then it's going to be aligned because you have to heal things. You have to heal yourself. You have to forgive people. You have to move on. You have to drop the baggage that doesn't allow you to raise up in your mental state and in your body. And it only takes 30 days. It only takes 30 days for some habits to be broken, to start on better habits that in like 90 days, I think in like 100 days, you have solidified a habit into your subconscious mind. And in 30 days, your trajectory is there. If you can do it for 30 days, then 60 days is really simple. and then 90 days, it's like it's part of your life. That habit. Imagine a habit that gives you energy and clarity and something that just you do every morning. It's like a habit, like brushing your teeth. It's a habit. You don't think of it as a chore when you wake up. It's just, okay, before, as a child, yeah, I gotta brush my teeth, but no, it became a habit. It's like, it just, second nature. So there can be habits that give you mental clarity. They can give you habits that you get into a higher wavelength in your brain upon waking up. I mean, out of bed. So yeah, you don't have to be Muslim to do this, but if you can, if you if you do it with a group, as in fast with a group, it's a lot easier. If you're fasting alone, it's a lot harder than if you're fasting, if you're fasting with a group of people, it's a lot easier. But a lot of times when we open our fast, we open it with foods that don't do our body good. We just eat the foods like unconsciously. Like, it doesn't matter if it's processed. It doesn't matter what kind of oil it is. It doesn't matter, if you drink water before or after or during your meal. Little simple things like this that we've never been taught, but it makes a huge difference in your digestion. It makes a huge difference in your, body absorbing nutrients, and it makes a huge difference. Just if you boil, people like, say you have potatoes and a bunch of broccoli and some other stuff, and it's boiled almost. It's like really soft in sauce. And as opposed to stir frying some vegetables, it's a total difference. I mean, one has 90% of the nutrients. The stir fried one has 90% of nutrients, you know, as opposed to maybe 5% the boiled one with the boiled in sauce. It's just fiber. That's it. See, destroy all the enzymes, destroy the nutrients for your body. It doesn't do anything for it. So it's like we think that we're eating vegetables, but it's not. It's not doing anything for us. It's not our fault. We haven't been taught. But now we have the age of the internet where the answer is right there in front of you, and in 5, 6 different ways, whatever way you want it. And still people don't want to change. It's no one's fault but their own. The information is right in front of you. You know, your body is a machine. It makes a difference. You know, and there's no excuse anymore. If the answer is like, okay, this is what the solution is, and you dismiss the solution, and you keep on doing what you used to do, and you get to a point in your life where you don't know what's happening in your life, and your health is bad, and you're like, oh, am I cursed? Is God cursing me? You know what? God doesn't curse you. You curse yourself. You can't blame God on that. No. If you look back in every situation, it was your nafs, your ego, that got you into that predicament. You know, even in Islam, like, we get taught in the Day of Judgment, like, the mothers will be walking away from the children, and everyone will be held to their own account. No one's gonna save you. Your mom, no, it's not, okay, my mom didn't teach me, okay, my dad didn't teach me. You know, when you're 50 years old, it doesn't matter. And yes, there's a lot of old people. There's a lot of 30 years old. There's a lot of 40, 50-year-old people. A lot of adults. Seriously, they are not adults. That's what I'm saying. They're not adults. It's like they're still 15 years old. Think about it. Everything is based on protecting that I. What the labels that you attach to you, me, everybody individually. They are themselves. They're protecting that identity of what they are. You know, and it's like they're not really themselves. It's just they're still 15 years old psychologically, mentally. You know, if there's a scary moment, like say somebody throws a glass through your window, you know, and there's a regular family, 50 years old, you know, and teenage children, right? And somebody throws a glass, it's like the real like self person will come out. Maybe get really scared and like panic. You know, it's like that child, that person became a 15-year-old again, or became a 12-year-old in that moment. That's what people are when they're faced with extreme stress or emotional, like something that requires some kind of strength from within. They revert back to, you know, when they're 15 or things like that. Yeah, that is, and there's no That's the thing. There's no separation in the end. It's just you and Allah. Yes, Allah, and it's like it is. It's like we think that there's so much separation. It's not. There's no separation. There's no separation at all. That's, we're tricked into thinking there's separation. There's no separation. It just we cannot perceive it in our physical reality. We can't perceive it, but it's there. After emotional trauma, yeah, emotional trauma reverts back to like I'll give you a perfect example. Like, okay, okay, for example, got in a fender bender a couple of years ago, and the person next to me became really hysterical, like, oh, what happened? Ah, oh my God! And it's like it wasn't that person. It was not the person who was that cool collective person. When shit hit the fan, that person lost it. I was about to sleep. Okay, you're about to sleep. Yeah, well, what does that mean? Sleep, right? Your body is gonna rest. It's gonna do its thing, but your soul is gonna be out of the body. You know, and it's gonna be yeah, it's just awesome. Actually, like in some cultures, like when you dream, then that's the real life because your soul isn't bound down to the physical reality. It's somewhere else. It's something else. It's somewhere else. It's in another dimension, you know. And and when you wake up, now you're trapped. Now the soul is trapped to the physical. But the thing is, it's it's trapped, but it's not trapped because we allow the physical to trap you. See, the shaitan never makes you do something. He just entices you, and you do the rest. See, the shaitan, the in some cultures it's the physical. Dream is your real life because your soul is not bowing down to a physical reality. Yeah, it's not attached to the DNA chain. You know, it's not DNA chain. You know, whatever. So let me think here. The yeah, like all the cultures, culture, every religion, every spiritual system understood that this reality is an illusion. It is it is not real, you know? It's literally an illusion. It's a dream, this and that. They call it different things, you know, they call it Maya, they call it you know, it's like a matrix. It is an illusion, period. And the thing is, there has been um, teachings to understand this illusion and almost to become like at a different you know, different level in your mind. That's so true. I can't wait till shaitan's locked up in Ramadan. Yeah, but the thing is, the shaitan's locked up in Ramadan, but a lot of us are a representation of the shaitan in terms of what we do to ourselves. It's like we are. A lot of people are so tied in their physical habits that those habits, it's 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 taking them to a bad place. They might not think it. You know, it's like their habits. It's like it's a lot easier to control yourself in this month because the energy is so high, as in like no one's thinking about even the worst Muslim, you know, is not going to go to the bar, you know, like people aren't thinking at that high sin level, you know. They might be doing little things, you know, that they still say that the shayateen are locked up, but the small ones are still there, you know, the pesky ones, they're still there, you know. And it's like, and it's if you allow them to take over, still your life in Ramadan. The small ones, like you um, eat a little food here that you sneaked in, and it's not good for you to be eating this late. You shouldn't have that third helping of samosa. What do you think that is? That thought that's eating that? That's your ego because you want to taste that. It's not doing anything for your body. That's good. Then why are you tasting it? Because the body, the nafs loves it, and you giving it to the nafs, the soul, the you control the nafs. You giving it to it, it's you giving into a lower energy that's attached to the physical dunya. That is not gonna, you know, you can have a, you can have a, have to head to bed. Thank you, always refreshing. Thank you, and I appreciate you saying hello, and salam to Aisha Khan. And yeah, I just wanted to make this quick, and yeah, just I'm getting ready for my own thing. I'm creating a course that will be ready by the time Ramadan comes along, and it's going to be online. It's going to be really professionally done with a lot of real quick PDFs and explanations and how to do a gratitude journal and how to apply this information that I talk about in your daily life. And if you can master it in Ramadan, then it'll, first of all, if you do it the way I prescribe it in the course, then I guarantee a changed person. You're going to be a changed person at the end of the month. And that changed person can never revert back. Like when you lose good fat, like when you lose fat and you became closer to the Creator and you understand a perception of reality that you have never been at that level before, you upgraded yourself and you feel it. You don't have to tell anybody. People know it. It's like you cannot become that old version anymore going forward. And it's like, it just changes your life. I mean, it changed my life just by doing little things, but then there's nothing out there for Muslims, and I kind of made it. Do you live, do your lives earlier for East Coast? Yeah, I will do my lives earlier. This, like I said, this is kind of like I was actually motivating myself because I have my coffee here. It is 10 o'clock and I'm about to pull an all-nighter on this video and have to do a lot of editing. I have deadlines that I have to, do now. And yeah, I'm gonna get done. And you guys just DM me or and I'll get some early ones for you, and for free and whatnot. And but yeah, thank you for listening, and I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta do some work. Assalamu alaikum.